was it?
Yes, I just being the only female, having that opportunity to be the only female in that match. What was that like for you? And to go up against again Brian Cage.
So excited. Like I didn't even have like time to be nervous because I knew if I got nervous that I was gonna fuck something up. So I was just like, you have to nail this. Like this is like the moment, and it was the moment. Like that's kind of what catapulted my career. So I mean, I just tried to push all the nerves away, and I know Brian Cage. I knew most everybody in the match, so I got lucky in that regard. Like I was familiar with everybody, and so I just tried to make the most of the opportunity.
Awesome.
Speaking of Brian Cage and being someone of that stature, what was it like working with Scott Steiner? How did that whole thing come about with you and Scott and Petey Williams? And I'm gonna follow up another question: is Scott Steiner in real life? How close is he to his persona on air?
Oh, that's him. Like I mean, obviously not as like misogynistic or doing all that stuff, but like the way he talks and his overall demeanor is kind of the same. He's like, he really reminds me of my grandpa. Like that's who he reminds me of. He's he's like just a cool ass grandpa, right? that's how he is. He's a super sweet, super nice guy, but like he just like when you're around him, you can feel his presence. If that makes any sense at all.
It does.
It does.
So how did that whole interaction even come about with you guys being paired on screen? Because aesthetically it worked. So how did that even come about? Was that something you pitched, or was it something he pitched? How did that come to be?
Oh, he definitely didn't pitch it. I don't think he pitches anything anymore. I think he just gets kind of like thrown into these stories. But actually, so I mean, I'm 25, so that's Steiner promo and like his matches and stuff obviously were kind of like before my time. A few years ago, maybe like 5-6 years ago, I watched the Steiner promo for the first time, and I was like immediately like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. This is the best promo ever. Like most everybody, right? And I started watching some of his matches, and I just like kind of fell in love with like his persona, his wrestling ability. And I had tweeted something like, oh, what do you guys think my new moniker should be? And one of the options was Thick Mama Pump. And so that like won out by a lot. And so I started using it on the indies. And then somebody, I don't know who, like started some kind of campaign about me and Scott Steiner should like do a tag match. And eventually I got signed to Impact. And then the opportunity came about, and it just happened. It just kind of fell into place. Because they actually did not want me to use the name Thick Mama Pump first. They did not put it on my screen. I don't think I was allowed to have the sirens on my music. And then they just kind of realized, well, fuck. She's already like, everybody already knows her as this on social media and stuff. So we're just going to use it. So I actually didn't even know that they put the name Thick Mama Pump on my Titantron until one day I was watching one of my matches back, and I was like, oh shit, they put it on there.